What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Sportorium. This is week 1 of the NFL season. Finally, it has literally felt like 3 years since last season.
For real, it has.
But
yeah,
this is going to be our first week of doing our record predictions. So we're just going to go game by game, not record predictions, game picks. But we're going to go game by game and just talk about it for a little bit and give our picks. So starting off,
before we start, I just want to say one thing. I realized that I drink every single episode, right? So I decided to take it back a little bit. I'm not going to be drinking that often, if at all. So to that, cheers.
there we go. I love it.
Let's get it started. All right.
Week 1. We got the Chiefs and the Lions. Obviously, the big storyline, Chris Jones, he's probably not going to play because the contract situation. And now, as of today's recording, Travis Kelce hurt his knee. Yeah. So for those two reasons, I am now switching to the Lions. I originally had the Chiefs because I think that the Lions running game is just going to demolish the Chiefs D-line, especially with no Chris Jones. And then all of the pass catchers are unproven. Obviously, there's a lot of Lions players that are unproven too, but I'm going to go Lions. Say they start off the season strong, beating the defending champs.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Why not?
Rocco, who do you have, Rocco?
So I think the line is Lions +6, and I had the Lions +6, and even with the news here, I still think the Chiefs are going to win, but I'm still taking the Lions +6. I think it'll be by field goal.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet, honestly, because it might change too now. Who knows? I don't know if it's going to shift.
It's +5.5 now. It's not really moving.
It's Patrick Mahomes. He's going to do what he does with Tyreek Hill or not, or with Kelce or not. So
I agree.
Yeah, Mahomes is one of the best, and Andy Reid are one of the best opening day week 1 duo ever. Mahomes is 5-0 with just insane stats. So I mean, I don't think the Chiefs are going to win by a lot by any means. Like you said, I think it'll be a one possession game. I just think the Chiefs defense is going to get mauled, but obviously we know the Chiefs offense, it's going to be a shootout. And the last time Jared Goff and Mahomes played each other was that crazy game in 2018 where it was 54-51.
That was awesome.
I don't know if it's going to be like that, but
that should have been the Super Bowl that year too, but instead we got the most boring Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Kelce's obviously a huge loss. Chris Jones, I don't really know what's the future holds for that. I don't really agree with what he's doing, but at the end of the day, I guess he wants his bag. But
yeah,
I think the Chiefs are going to miss Kelce a lot, especially in the red zone, because he's always that go-to guy.
Oh yeah,
it's also a huge game for players to step up. You got Noah Gray, who's going to be tight end 1. Because Kelce's pretty old, so it's you don't know how long it's going to be. Noah Gray might be the next guy, for the future. So,
yeah.
And I also think McKinnon could have a big day. So,
yeah. I think the running backs for the Chiefs are going to have to just go off.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot more running in general than we think, just for both teams.
Yeah.
Could be.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs won at all. Obviously, they just won a Super Bowl. I'm not talking down on the Chiefs at all. I just think that the presence of Chris Jones and Travis Kelce will be missed big time. But I guess we'll see.
Andy Reid is still there, so
it is true. All right. Moving on to the 49ers and the Steelers. I personally believe that the Steelers are going to be a good team, and I like them a lot more than you guys do, but I'm still going to go with the 49ers. They have one of the best rosters in all the league. It's going to be interesting to see if Nick Bosa plays, though. I think he will. I think there's a contract extension that's on the table, and it makes sense. I don't know the reports. We never really know what's true and what's not, but I'm still going to rock with the Niners.
So one thing, I'm also going with the Niners because I think the Steelers are going to be bags of shit. But something crazy in this photo, I do believe that is Deontay Johnson, and I also do believe he's in the end zone, which hasn't happened in over a year.
Yeah, that is true.
Yep. But yeah, 49ers all day long, even though I don't like the quarterback situation, but
You drafted
Yeah,
Sam Darnold in Dynasty, man.
I don't think Brock Purdy is going to be shit, and Sam Darnold in the easiest system for quarterbacks, I think he has more talent than Purdy, so I think it's going to work out.
Yeah, I got the
So, yeah.
Niners also, but I don't know. I'm starting to like shift about like my opinion on the Steelers. Like I do think they're going to be like better than I think I had them winning like 4 games. Just looking at their schedule, it's tough, but I don't know. I'm starting to like kind of. I love George Pickens. I wish the Chiefs drafted him, but he went like right before. Like that, if Deontay Johnson could get in the end zone this year, if Najee Harris has a bounce back year, that last year was pretty rough for him. The defense is still a good defense. Great coach.
Yep.
They play well at home too in Pittsburgh, so it's not really like that easy of an environment to come in. But I just think the 49ers are like one of the like obviously they're one of the best teams, so I think they'll get the job done. But
Agreed.
I mean, with the Steelers situation, I know Mike Tomlin never had a losing season, but you got the Browns twice, you got the Bengals, you got the Ravens. I think this might be the year that it actually happens.
I guess
We'll
we'll see
see.
when the season goes on, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be that bad, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right, moving on to the Falcons and the Panthers. I think that this is like a very good game because it's two like really young teams with so much talent, so much young talent on offense that we like really haven't seen a lot of. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers on this one. I think that the Falcons are gonna be better than what I originally thought, but I don't know. I just think the Panthers are gonna get this one.
it is a very interesting game. Like I could see it going either way. Like when they played last year, that was like one of the best regular season games. That was when like DJ Moore caught like that moon ball from like PJ
His
Walker.
helmet.
Yeah, and it was like 37-34. Like this game is honestly, I'm excited for this game a lot. I'm edging it towards the Falcons just because I don't know. They're not. I guess they're not as young. We don't really know what Bryce Young's gonna do, but I guess you don't really know what Desmond Ritter's gonna do. But I don't know. I love Bijan too.
Mm.
But I can see this game going either way. But I'm gonna ride with the
Yeah,
Falcons.
I
It's
agree.
in Atlanta too.
So you guys are saying that it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be terrible because these two teams suck.
I don't think that
But
they're that bad though.
I mean, it's young QBs. I mean, the teams aren't that good at all. They're going to be bottom, 8 picks in the draft? Well, top 8, I mean, in the draft. Like for sure, maybe both top 5.
I
They're going to be terrible.
I don't think that's a
I think the Falcons
Like
are gonna be
flop.
better than you think.
Maybe. But also because it's a weak division. So,
Yeah,
but
that's exactly
I'm taking,
why.
yeah, I'm taking Falcons though as well. And, but yeah, this is going to be a game that I just click the next channel. So,
guess we'll see. I'm just excited to see, like, obviously we brought up Bijan, Bryce Young,
Mhm.
but then like Miles Sanders. There's just like a lot of new faces.
Adam
There is.
Thielen.
Yeah, Adam Thielen. I don't want to see that man at all. All right. Now moving on to the Bengals and Browns. I'm rocking with the Bengals. I do think the Browns are gonna be pretty good, but I mean it also does depend on Joe Burrow. I believe he is playing. I feel like that's like that just a thing now that he is. I think he's fine. But
I saw it was like just questionable. I didn't see anything. Like
yeah, but then he
Yeah.
posted that picture on Instagram where it was like him when he was like 19 with the wearing the LeBron jersey, and he said he's back. So I think that was his way of saying that he's going to play week 1, and I think he's been practicing. So if he does play, I'm definitely rocking with the Bengals. If he doesn't,
Yep.
then I'm definitely leaning towards Browns. But
yeah, it's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it just matters if Burrow plays for me.
Yeah. I'm the same thing. Like there's nothing else to say. Browns should be a good team, but Bengals are just better.
Yeah.
So
all right, moving on. We got the Colts and the Jags. I think we're all going to go with the Jags here. The Colts might be the worst team in the league that's not named the Cardinals. The Jags are probably going to be one of the best offenses in the league. So I think this should be pretty easy, but it will be nice to see Anthony Richardson in regular season. Going to be really nice to see Calvin Ridley at T-Law connection. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, so Jags.
Yeah, I think the Jags minus 4.5 is like the lock of the week for me.
yeah, I was just looking at that. How is it only 4.5?
I
That's
guess just
crazy.
because
I'm gonna
there's just
slam that.
unknowns.
Yeah, the opening day lines are always like none of them are really that crazy, I guess, because it's like week one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think the Jags are gonna win by a good amount here.
Yep. Anthony Richardson, rookie, going to take time. That's all there is to it. Trevor Lawrence, he was from last year on fire, and coming into this season, it's going to be a blowout.
Should be. All right. Now moving on to the Ravens and the Texans. This, I think the line is like 10 points.
And yeah, this is the biggest. This is like the biggest line. I think it's like 10.
And I think it's
Is that why you have
fair.
the big verses in the middle, or
No, it's because I found this picture online and it already had that there. So
gotcha.
With that being said, I will be going with the Ravens. I think that the Ravens are going to be very, very good. I'm excited to see Zay Flowers, excited to see Odell. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the best teams in the league, and there's going to be a lot of growing pains for the Texans. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback that doesn't often work out.
Never.
But we'll see. I think that they're going to do all right this year, the Texans, but I don't think that they're going to win this game at all.
Yeah, I think the Ravens is going to be a blowout. I would take the Ravens -10. I'm also a big believer in the Ravens this season. I think they're going to be competing with the Bengals for the division. So hoping for a big game for Zay Flowers.
So I usually don't take that big of spread. I usually try to stay clear, but I mean the Texans are just young and crap. So I'm kind of confident with taking the Ravens -10.
All right, and then moving on to the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Vikings pretty easily. I think the Buccaneers are going to be really bad. I just don't. They don't have a quarterback that I believe in. I don't care if you put Kyle Trask there. I don't care if it's Baker Mayfield. They're both not good. And the Vikings have proven to be like one of the top offenses. You got Jordan Addison now, opposite of Justin Jefferson, which is crazy. TJ Hawkinson with the big extension. The Vikings are going to be one of the best offenses in the league, and yeah, they should have not a hard time at all with the Bucs.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch the Vikings like this game. Like I want to see Madison in like that RB1 role. And like you said, I think the Buccaneers are going to be like probably the second worst team behind the Cardinals.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. The one thing about the Vikings is everyone's high on Madison. Like no one has seen him with a full workload for like an extended period of time. What did he play? 3 games straight, and he was the RB1. Great, awesome, he did great. But what about the entire season? So I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like to me, it's kind of like similar to like Pollard and like Zeke. Like I feel like everyone always knew Pollard was good. He just never really got the touches, and I feel like that's how Madison is.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a very, very similar situation in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Now moving on to the Saints and the Titans. I think the Saints are going to be very good this year. I don't think the Titans are going to be terrible, but I don't think they're going to be that good. I'm going to take the Saints with this pretty easily. This is another game where a lot of new faces. I'm excited to see. Just Derek Carr. Not going to see Alvin Kamara, even though he's pictured here, but going to see if Michael Thomas gets hurt week 1 or week 2 or week 3. It's going to
everyone gets hurt. Everyone's always hurt.
Oh no, I mentioned one injury. You mentioned 40.
Yeah, the player to watch for me this game is D-Hop. I'm very curious to see like if he did lose a step at all or if he's like still the same player we know. Also excited to see like Derek Carr on the Saints, like you said. I've been like excited for that. Jamal Williams, is he the RB1?
Yeah, him and Kendre Miller that they drafted out of TCU.
Yeah, I love Jamal Williams. So
he's a goofball.
Yeah, he's funny.
He is.
I think the Saints win pretty easily, but like you said, the Titans aren't going to be like a terrible team. They're another like well-coached, like gritty team. So
that is true. Yeah, Mike Vrabel is very good. But yeah, D-Hop with Tannehill. I mean, Tannehill is not terrible. You can still get it done.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, Derrick Henry is turning, did he turn 30 already or he's turning?
I think he's very close to turning 30.
His birthday is January 4th, which is my birthday. So I think he's turning 30 in January.
Yeah, so he's getting up there. Who knows season to season how these running backs are going to come out. So
Yeah.
I think he's still got another season or two left in him, but yeah, never know.
Yeah, that's going to be another
But
interesting thing just to see if he still has it.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like every
but I
year
think
he always says that about him, and then he still puts up crazy numbers.
that is true. I mean, the fall off is going to happen eventually. So
Yeah, that's the thing with running backs. The fall off happens literally like
Yes.
so quickly. It's not like a slowly like digressing thing.
yeah,
i.e. Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
true. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Even Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
But I might take Titans, honestly. They have more chemistry. Derek Carr, he's new there. You don't have Kamara. You have Michael Thomas and Olave, but like, I mean, I believe in the Saints this year for sure. But week one, it's tough. And a good coach team in the Titans. I might go the other way. Maybe my upset pick of the week.
Right. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think that
No.
it might take a few weeks for them to get everything clicking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, especially it's the Titans always do it every year. Like we've all said that Vrabel is a great coach and they're a great coach team. They're always a team that like they're always in a game and they're going to steal a couple every single year. Like we forget that they were the 1 seed 2 years ago, which should not have been. It was
Crazy.
insane, but yeah, all right. I like it.
Yeah, that was crazy. I actually completely forgot about that.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, now moving on to the Cardinals and the Commanders. This is going to be the game for me that I'm just okay next. But
Yep.
I am excited to see how Sam Howell looks. It's going to be a big storyline who the starter is for the Cardinals, whether it's Clayton Tune or Josh Dobbs. Either way, I don't think it matters. But go Vols, Josh Dobbs. But I'm going to go with the Commanders on this. They just have a better roster in general. But I do
Wait,
kind of
Dobbs is the one that has like zero hair on him, correct?
yeah, he has alopecia. Yes.
He's a picture of our group chat.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, that is Josh Dobbs.
Wait, Colt McCoy's not on the Cardinals?
No, I'm pretty sure he's a free agent right now. They cut him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That was weird that they cut Colt McCoy. But then they traded a 5th for Josh Dobbs, which is a little wild. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. Like I said, just have a better roster. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about this game. Like we've all said, we think the Cardinals are going to be like the worst team. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they don't score a touchdown. The Commanders' defense is a pretty good defense too. So at home, I'm taking the Commanders.
I'm also taking the Commanders, but it is going to be interesting to see what's going on with the running back situation. You got 3 guys. You got Christian Gonzalez or something. You got
Chris Rodriguez.
Not Rodriguez, not Bijan. Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson. So fantasy purposes too, that's going to be something to really look at. And then
yeah,
Terry,
I
is he
steered
healthy?
away from all those guys for that reason.
Yeah, I tried, but I was forced into picking both. So not happy about it. But I thought drugs were illegal in the NFL. So I see a lot of crack, just saying. Lawrence's crack is just out there.
It is out.
Yep. Drugs are bad. Okay. Continue.
Well, moving on to the next game. We got the Packers and the Bears.
Oh, number 1 running back. Gotcha.
This guy. This is going to be very, very close for me. I think this might have been my hardest choice. I kind of am deciding right now because I've been flip-flopping. But I am going to go with the Bears because I just haven't seen enough of Jordan Love. Nobody has. I think Jordan Love is going to be good. Good. Solid. We'll go with that word. But, I mean, we've seen what Justin Fields is. It's going to be a lot of energy, but I just think that being more proven in a multitude of ways, I guess, with DJ Moore now too, I think they'll get it done. This could go either way. I'm not sold on picking the Bears. So either way, but I'll go with Bears for now.
Yeah, this one's a tough game. I went with the Bears just solely because it's at home. And like you said, I don't really know how to feel about Jordan Love. Although I don't really feel too great about Justin Fields' throwing ability. So we'll see with that. Um, if this was any other year, I would say the Packers because Rodgers used to own the Bears, but that's not the case anymore.
Now
So
he
yeah, I'll
owns the
go with the
Bills.
Bears. What?
Now he owns the Bills.
Uh, yeah, I'll go with the Bears, but this one's tough. It's kind of similar to the Falcons Panthers. I could see it going either way.
So I agree. I'm going with the Bears. Jordan Love is what's that word? Ass. Gotcha. And Justin Fields is also ass. But
Here we go.
Justin Fields is healthy. That means he's going to get 200 yards rushing, and I'm going to guess that this is going to be a blowout. Bears are going to blow out the Packers.
Oh wow,
Interesting.
I don't know what the spread is. I don't care. They're going to win by at least 17.
Wow.
Jeez.
Blowout.
Blowout. Yep.
All right, so
Blowout.
this is Rocco's hot take of the week, I
Yeah,
guess.
the
Oh,
spread's
yes, it
the
is.
spread's one right now. So
Yeah, well, you about to find out. You're gonna learn today.
I guess we'll
Oh,
find
and
out.
Justin Fields is also gonna have negative passing yards. Just saying. No, I'm kidding. But...
Find a way. All right. Moving on to the Raiders and the Broncos. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one. I really just don't know what to think with the Broncos. Like I actually have no idea. But I guess the Raiders are a little more proven. Obviously, Josh Jacobs just had a phenomenal year. It's gonna be interesting to see with Jimmy G. But if they have that offense in like he doesn't need to be good. He just needs to be serviceable. Just get it to Devontae Adams and then hand it off to Josh Jacobs. That is your job. I could do that. So we'll see. But I swear I could be Jimmy G. All I have to do is throw it 40 yards over Emmanuel Sanders' head in the Super Bowl. I could do that. But yeah, I mean, I hate Josh McDaniels. I think he's one of the worst coaches in the league, but they do have chemistry, so hopefully they could work it out. It will be interesting to see how the Broncos do with Sean Payton, though. So we'll see. But I'm rocking with the Raiders for this one.
Yeah, I got the Broncos. I think Sean Payton's gonna make them a lot better this year. Like I don't think they'll be a playoff team or anything, but they'll be respectable. And I just think the Broncos defense is gonna maul the Raiders like offense. I don't know. It's in Denver too. I think the Raiders are gonna be terrible. Like very bad.
Wow. I am also going to go with the Broncos. I think too many people are giving Sean Payton too much credit. I think he's good. He's not life-changing, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but Russ is going to bounce back, I believe. I don't think he's washed. And yeah, I think Broncos are going to take it, but yeah, it's going to suck for the Raiders when Devontae Adams gets traded to the Jets in a few weeks. So,
oh boy.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I definitely like your guys' picks probably more than the Raiders. I mean, it's basically going to be the Broncos defense winning the game. Yeah. I feel like, but yeah. I don't know. You know when you could just get that feeling sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Probably in this case, I got it for some reason. I don't know.
I don't think anything makes sense with these two teams. So
no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't be surprised if like Devontae Adams actually gets traded this year.
Yeah, he's got a contract and a half, but it's possible.
Yeah, that would be hard to move, but it'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we are moving on to the Eagles and Patriots. I had to throw this nice picture in there. But I'm rocking with the Eagles. I mean, they were just in the Super Bowl. They are one of the best teams in the league. Got very talented quarterback, very talented roster overall. And while I think the Patriots will be better this year because of Bill O'Brien, their roster is not bad, but I mean it's just not comparable to the Eagles. I don't like the Eagles. I obviously don't like the Patriots, but I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles as well. I just don't think I think the Patriots defense is good, but they're not going to be able to stop them enough. And the Patriots offense, I just don't think we'll be able to keep up either. Especially I don't know, Juju's knee's apparently going to explode. I don't really. The Eagles defense is also good. I just don't see the Patriots keeping up with the pace of the Eagles offensively at all.
Can I just pass because I hate both of these teams or not?
No, you have to give a
pick. Okay. I picked they both lose. But I'm going with the Eagles. Obviously.
Eagles fan.
We could
Wow.
pick a tie if you
Yeah, my
want.
gun. I'm gonna shoot myself. But the Eagles did lose a lot in the offseason. I know they had a good draft and blah blah blah, but I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. But I still think they're going to shit all over the Patriots. I don't know why. I think the Patriots are going to suck. I think Bill Belichick's going to get fired after this year. Mac Jones is going to be Mac Jones and thrown into the ground and get sacked by what is that Raiders player? Chandler
Max
Jones
Crosby.
Oh,
on the pitch back.
Oh, I was like,
he
Yeah.
threw it to Chandler Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, Chandler Jones. So
Jacoby.
yeah,
Ramondre.
I'm going with what is it called? The Eagles, unfortunately. But if
Yeah.
they both just all of a sudden vanish, like in the Bermuda Triangle, I don't care.
Well,
As long as the Eagles fans are with them. Continue.
Okay. I also like that. All right. Moving on to the Chargers and the Dolphins. I think this is going to be a great game. Obviously, the big dynamic here is they were drafted basically next to each other. So they're going to be compared their whole careers, Herbert and Tua. I'm going with the Chargers here, but I think we'll see the game of the week in a sec, but I think this is like my game of the week because this is just a lot of high-powered offense. I mean, there's a lot of changes for both teams. Obviously, one of the big changes for the Chargers would be like Quentin Johnston and getting some guys back healthy. Same with the Dolphins getting Tua back healthy. So yeah, I think it should be a good game. I think Mike McDaniel is a better coach than Brandon Staley, and I don't even know who the offensive coordinator is right now. Or actually, it's the dude from the Cowboys. I forgot his name.
Garrett?
Kellen Moore.
Moore.
Kellen Moore is their offensive coordinator. But yeah, I think the Chargers are going to win. I'm taking Herbert over Tua any day. So
yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins here. I agree with you. I think this game is going to be great. I think it's just going to be an offensive shootout, and I think it's going to come down to coaching. And Staley is going to blow another shootout game like he always does.
yeah, well, that makes sense.
And like you said, obviously Herbert over Tua, but I'll take Waddle. I'll take Waddle and Tyreek over Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. There's dynamic playmakers, so
that's fair.
It is also very tough to throw over Joey Bosa's nose. So I am going to take the Chargers as well. And sorry, hold on. I'm just making sure my neck hurts. Sorry. Anyway, if his neck survives this game, I think he'll be doing pretty well. But that's all a question mark. Why doesn't he have the thing that Vander Esch uses?
Oh, like the cowboy collar or neck roll?
But it should go all the way around.
Just the neck brace the whole time.
That's it.
It might work better for him, actually.
Spaghetti neck. Anyway.
All right. Now we are moving on to Sunday Night Football. All right. Moving on to the Rams and the Seahawks. The Rams are kind of in shambles. Cooper Kupp has been hurt.
This is a ridiculous picture. Who's 9? Kenneth Walker?
It's Kenneth Walker. Gino's on the floor.
Like, what is he doing with that hand? Anyway, continue.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that the Seahawks just have a better roster. There's just injuries with the Rams, especially Cooper Kupp being hurt. I don't think he's going to play. Yeah, in division, anything could happen, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's not really much for me to say about this game. I just think Seattle's going to blow them out.
I don't know about a blowout, but I do agree with Seattle here. Even though I'm pretty sure in this picture I see Gino's mangina. But anyway,
this guy.
I'm going with the Seahawks because the Rams are just garbage.
Okay. Now moving on to Sunday Night Football. This is Micah Parsons lifting Baby Jones. I love this picture. But I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I do believe in the Giants, though. I believe in Daniel Jones. I don't think that they're going to be like a 11-win team, but I think that they could potentially sneak into playoffs again. And I think Daniel Jones is solid. And I think that they're also going to just run Saquon into the ground this season because he's only 1 year left on his deal. So
they don't care if he like breaks his leg now.
No, they won't care. But Cowboys, one of the best rosters in the league. I know, James, I think you might as well, Rocco, having them winning the division. And
Yeah.
it starts with going 1-0 in the division. And I think there's a very good possibility for that.
Yeah. I think the Cowboys are gonna mop them this game. We know the Cowboys offense, how dynamic they are. I just don't I'm not a Daniel Jones believer, so I don't really see him pulling this game off. So I'm just rocking with the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys during the season, they're great, and I have them winning this clearly. Giants suck though, and their receivers are just, what are they doing there? There's a bunch of mediocre trash, and yeah, I go Cowboys all day. Daniel Jones sucks. He will always suck, and yeah. Anyway,
If you
next.
ever want to hear anybody talk bad about your team, just skip to Rocco's part every single time that we talk about your team.
Not every time, but most of the time.
Most of the time, yes. All right.
60% of the time, it's every time.
Exactly. All right. Now, moving on to Monday Night Football, the unanimous game of the week, Bills and Jets.
I
So-
wonder who made the slideshow.
I think it just came like that, man.
I can't figure it out.
I don't know.
What is this? Put like decent pictures at least. You
I
look.
think
You
these
can
are
see
great
Josh Allen. He
pictures.
doesn't have balls. Continue.
No, he's actually dragging them on your safety's forehead.
Who is that? Lamarcus Joyner. I don't
Lamarcus
give a shit.
Joyner.
He sucked.
And then we could also, if you look to your right, you will see Mike White getting absolutely fucking folded. Which is my favorite part about these two pictures is I was in attendance for this game and I saw these live.
Question. Did the piece of Jets beat the Bills last year?
Not at this game.
The other one, though. Yay!
Question: did the piece of Jets make the playoffs? No.
Did the piece of Bills ever win a Super Bowl? Boom! Game over. I win.
1969. 1969.
So is one?
Our
still
parents were
better-
9 years old.
One is
9.
still better than none.
Not even double-digit age. All right. Well, let's talk about the game.
I'll start this one off since
Yeah, go ahead.
it's your guys' team. So
All right.
this is probably one of the most hyped up regular season games like that I could remember. I think the pressure's honestly on the Jets in a way, just because literally all off season is just Jets this, Jets that, Aaron Rodgers, this, that, whatever, getting all these players. I'm gonna go with the Bills here. I just still think they're the better team. Like, I think the Jets are going to be good, but I do think they're starting to get like overrated. It's just like they haven't even played a football game yet, and it's like, oh, like Super Bowl talk. Like, what are we doing? And honestly, I really want the Jets to lose this game so they could just get humbled a little bit. It's just like I'm just sick of hearing everything, honestly.
It sounds like a scared Chiefs fan.
I think it's gonna be a close game though. I love the Jets defense. It's probably one of my favorite defenses in the league. But I mean, Josh Allen's gonna do what he does: run around, truck people, jump over people. I think Aaron Rodgers will be crying by halftime, yelling at all his players. It's gonna, so yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Chiefs
Bills.
fan.
But I'm very excited for this game. I'm happy it's a Monday night.
Fun fact: Aaron Rodgers' family will not be in attendance.
So
yeah, you go ahead.
I do agree with you, James. It's going to be very entertaining. It's a hyped up game, but I'm going with the clear and obvious pick as well to win, and that is the Buffalo Bills. There's a lot of hype around the Jets, and there's chemistry is not fully there. Aaron Rodgers played 2 drives, and he looked like the first one. The second one, if he didn't have that pass interference call, they would have never scored the touchdown. But I think the Jets, well, I was going to say they're going to get like destroyed, but with the defense, it might be harder than I don't know. Either way, the Bills are going to win. And if Jets fans are saying that they're going to take over the league and everything, they're morons, because it's proven that Aaron Rodgers with new receivers and everything, it takes time. It doesn't work right away with him. So Bills all day. Unfortunately.
I don't know what I'm going to do here. So it is known that the Jets play the Bills well, even when they end up losing. Like, especially last year, Josh had like his 2 worst games against the Jets. For his career, I'm pretty sure he has like, not career, but like the last couple seasons when he's been really good, Pretty sure he has like 9 touchdowns to 8 picks against the Jets. Like they always play him well. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, like we said, it's going to take time with the Jets. They're not just going to come out and drop 50 on an amazing defense. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets win, but just because that the Bills are already a proven team, there already is that chemistry. I have to give the edge to the Bills. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Jets win by 20, because I think that there's a very real possibility that they shut down Josh Allen like they've done multiple times. And then who knows with the defense. But for people that are saying that like the Bills are going to just completely fall off, I just don't understand how. They lost 3 games last year by combined 8 or 9 points, and they had 4 All-Pros out for majority of the year. And Josh Allen has sprained UCL. They only got better. So I'm gonna have to rock with my Bills. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets win. I think the Jets are gonna be amazing this year. I'm very afraid of them, but yeah, gotta give the edge to the Bills right now.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I agree.
Yeah, I think like Rocco was saying, I think it's just gonna take a couple weeks for the Jets. Like they have a tough like first 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
they just need to play some games, and I think by like halfway through the season, they're gonna be like a really good team.
yeah. I don't think Super Bowl is the. I know that they're building the roster to be a Super Bowl team, but I think they're gonna make playoffs, lose.
It's just tough though, because it's like it's basically like Super Bowl or bust, like for the Jets.
Yeah.
It's like,
but they do have another year on top of this, though.
Yeah, you have Aaron Rodgers. He's like 40 years old now. It's like how much?
39. Relax.
You got probably
during
like,
the season.
I don't know. Like I don't know how. We don't know. He could just retire after like his contract's up. So
he could be terrible right now. I don't think so, because 2 years ago he was MVP. The year before that he was MVP.
Yeah,
Last year he had a broken thumb.
Yeah, the thumb had a lot to do with it. But then another like situation exactly like the Jets is the Broncos last year, and they were garbage. I think this situation is definitely different, but there are definitely similarities in which it's a new quarterback, it's a lot of hype, and Nathaniel Hackett is a part of it.
So. Yeah, but Nathaniel Hackett with Aaron Rodgers is different though, because it's not Nathaniel Hackett running, it's Rodgers running.
Yeah,
Rodgers doing everything that he wants to do. So
I agree.
Yeah.
But it should be a very exciting game. I'm going to be absolutely at the edge of my seat the whole entire time. And there's a chance that I just don't leave my room on Tuesday, or there's a chance that I have the best day of my life. So we'll see. We'll see. But
yeah, I'm just happy that we have like 3 good primetime games, because we know after last year was pretty bad.
So bad. Was it the Thursdays? Yeah, it was the Thursdays, the Amazon Prime ones that were just terrible every week. It was so bad.
But... Oh, also, I know what is that? Not Red Zone. Sunday Ticket. I know it's YouTube and it's really expensive, but for everyone watching, which is 4 people, and you guys, student discount is actually like very good price.
Amazing.
Oh, you already got it?
Yeah, me and Rupp are getting it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But yeah, those are their week 1 picks. I'm very excited for football to finally start. This has been a long time coming. So yeah, we got a lot of good games that are happening this week. So we'll see.
Yep.
Any last words?
Yeah, pick better fucking pictures next time.
Maybe. All right. Well, till next time.
See ya.